Now, Storm Watch 12 weather on News Watch 12.
Happy Saturday, everybody. We are dealing with a sort of weird pattern overhead right now for the middle of June. The whole Pacific Northwest is getting hit with a little bit of cold air. It's bringing stranger conditions than you'd expect. So that's exactly what we're looking at here on the upper level pattern. We're watching that colder air come in with low pressure starting out over the ocean and walking its way through. And you'll see that does persist into Sunday, but as we get into Monday, things almost return back to normal. So you should expect to see more cloud coverage today than you're used to. Temps are going to be down as well. And in some of the most northern areas, especially on the northern coast, potentially a couple sprinkles. Might have seen some this morning as well, but it doesn't look like there's a lot more of that coming in for the remainder of the day. And still down towards the more northern California areas, it's going to be looking sunnier. Now, something else I got to show off here is tonight or late tomorrow morning, we are getting into a freeze warning because of all of the clearing clouds in addition to that colder air overhead. Look at this whole purple area here starting off at 1 a.m. Sunday morning, and that's going to go all the way through 8 a.m. Now, if you have pipes full of water, they might actually burst out there because it's going to be getting as low as 28 degrees. So anything wet is going to freeze. That includes your plants as well. Be ready if you're up in those higher elevations. It's going to be getting cold out there. We do see frost into tomorrow morning, and then the day after there's frost as well in the same areas, but the freeze warning is only going to be through tomorrow morning. So just keep that in mind. Not a lot of hazards for today. So what about the rest of today as far as temperatures go? Well, looking at the hour by hour here in Medford, you'll see we do just slide through those mid 60s until hitting 2 o'clock, nearly 70 at that point. Then pushing forward, we do end up in the low 70s for the remainder of the afternoon. The evening brings a slow decrease into 55 by midnight. So not so cold in Medford, even though we do have those freeze warnings. Doesn't look like that's going to be extending into that area. And rainfall for today, just like I said, maybe a couple sprinkles in the most northern areas. Gold Beach just picking up a trace amount there. Same thing goes for Medford, but other than that, all of the rainfall is going to fall too far to the north to really have any effect on our area. Looking at the stormcast through the whole day here, this is going to be a loop from today in the morning up until about 11 p.m. And you can see we just see a lot of cloud coverage breaking up in the morning and then building into the more southern areas. That includes Northern California. Looks like a lot of cloud coverage over Mount Shasta coming up for this evening. Now, 7-day forecast is going to show you things will be looking pretty normal as we get later into the week. Sunday, sunshine for the coast there, 61 degrees. Then we're back up into the high 60s, almost 70 getting into Thursday. Moving from the coast out to Northern California, like I said, today is going to be a little weird, a little more cloud coverage than you'd expect, but we'll be back at 84 as we get into Wednesday, and the sunshine, it continues from Sunday forward. So good Father's Day moving forward here. Klamath Basin at 58 today, looking at 59 for Sunday. Like I said, there's a lot of frost every morning, but we get back to 82 by Friday with sunshine, and that frost goes away after. Then moving in from the basin to the mountains, looking breezy for today. Sunshine every day after that. In the 40s today and tomorrow, then into the high 50s after. Finally, for the Rogue Valley, looking at 73 for today, up into the 80s as we transition into Tuesday. Mostly sunny coming up Monday. Other than that, though, it's all just sunshine.